A couple accused of killing and burying their 4-day-old baby in a shallow grave have walked free from court. Anthony Clark, 35, and Catherine Davies, 25, denied murdering little Ian Arthur Davies Jr. in August last year. They admitted a second charge of concealing the birth and were each sentenced to 15 months in prison, however they were freed due to time already served in custody. The couple from Bolton will spend a further 12 months under license. A jury at Manchester Crown Court was directed by Justice Julian Goose to deliver not guilty verdicts on the murder charge after he ruled there was not enough evidence to determine the baby's cause of death. The trial had earlier heard that the child was born on August 25, 2016. The couple kept the child's birth and death at their flat in Bolton, secret, and were accused of putting the body in a shoebox before digging a hole at Heaton Cemetery and burying the child. They were arrested following a conversation between Davies and her mother 5 weeks later, reports Manchester Evening News. In mitigation, Nicholas Clark QC, defending Davies, said, "I would ask the court to take into account the life she has led. She suffered domestic abuse as a child and was effectively an alcoholic between the ages of 12 and 14. He said Davies had started a relationship with Clark after going to live with his mother at the age of 15. Sandra Clark had earlier given evidence that Davies was a naive teenager and gave details of her son's controlling behavior. The court heard that when they moved into the flat together, both defendants' mothers had attempted to maintain contact with their children but they were made unwelcome. Ms. Davies defense barrister Mr. Clark added, "They said the young Davies was almost completely under the control of Clark. She had a mobile phone that was found not to have made or received a single call until she made contact with her mother to discuss what had happened to the baby. We know she has a personality disorder. She is clearly someone who is disadvantaged in life and who found it difficult to move forward." During their trial, the court heard that while searching the house, officers found a number of notes from a diary which Ms. Davies admitted she had written. These included, "I'm thinking pop it in 2 week. Don't want hosp. Don't want head full on. Easier to dispose of. Less complicated at the end. Less people involved." Another note said, "Pregnancy is pee me right off." Ms. Davies initially said this related to another baby, but later admitted it was in relation to her child. Notes were also addressed to Clark, followed by a reference to her baby. They read, "You make me feel special. While monstrosity makes me fat. You make me feel loved. While I hate the bump." Defending Anthony Clark, Peter Weatherby QC said, "He is someone with learning difficulties, reading and writing, and he has also had a number of mental health interventions. He does not accept he was abusive in the relationship and he has no plans to contact Davies in the future." Sentencing them, Justice Goose said, "You have been in a relationship for over 10 years. In 2015 Catherine Davies became pregnant. You told no one about his because, I believe, you feared you would have the child taken from you. Baby Ian was born on August 25, 2016. This is only clear from the notes Catherine Davies made. The birth took place in your flat and no medical help was sought. Within 4 days the baby had died. Between you it was agreed to secretly dispose of the body. You wrapped the body in a blanket, placed it in a shoebox which you wrapped in tape. You took the shoebox to a cemetery, to an area away from adult graves but close to where bodies of other deceased children were buried. You buried the box and the child there." Anthony Clark told no one, as did Catherine Davies until 5 weeks later when she told her mother, who then told the police. Both continued to deny the charges after their arrest. Catherine Davies' pretended notes she had kept were about another person. She later admitted to giving birth and burying the child. I am satisfied that concealing the birth was a joint venture. It was principally Clark's idea, but Davies went along with it. But I will say that Davies was not overborne by Clark. You both went to considerable length to conceal the birth from the authorities.